What's going on, guys? Manchester United are still on the hunt for a new number 9. And there's been a couple of names floated around. Some I like, some I don't. But I'd be lying to you if I wasn't absolutely terrified about the decisions that this club is going to make in the next couple of years. Because this next season for us is so important in terms of stability. I don't expect anything crazy. Honestly, realistically, and this is pushing it, my expectations for next season are somewhere between 6th and 8th. Now, we've dug ourselves in such a hole over the years. It is going to be so hard to climb out of if we don't start making the right decisions. To be fair, from the signings that we have already made, it looks like we are trying to make the right decisions. We're going after the proven Premier League players. But when I start hearing that we're going after like these B-Tech players like Nicholas Jackson of all people, I get a bit worried. From how I see it, if we're going to sign a new striker, we need to act fast because in my opinion, we've already missed out on a lot of the top talent. I was actually kind of devastated to see Liam Delap go to Chelsea. I really wanted him at United. I know he's not an outstanding player, but I think he's the exact type of player that United needs. Someone who's going to be a dog up front and still somebody who wants to prove themselves. Now, I know the biggest names that we've been linked with so far are Benjamin Sesko and Gyokeres. I know probably a slim chance, but from what I'm hearing, apparently there's still a chance he could come to United. Not holding my breath, but you can pray. But realistically, I think our best option is Benjamin Sesko. And I do like him as a player. He reminds me of Ibrahimovic type. Like, obviously, he's not as good, but he's a big guy, but he's also very agile. He's good with the ball at his feet, and he can score goals. That's the most important thing. Can he score them in the Prem? I don't know, but he does it in the Bundesliga. But if we're actually serious about bringing in Nicholas Jackson? Like, I forgot his name. He's not even worth remembering. In my eyes, there's just no point of doing that. Like, if we can't bring in a top quality striker and we're just going to go for these mid-tier strikers, then you might as well just sign like a Jamie Vardy for 1 year, someone who's going to bag us maybe like 10 goals. Like, he's not going to be outstanding, but he's going to be better than what we had last season, and then reevaluate what we can get next summer. There's no point of bringing in someone like Nicholas Jackson, putting him on a long contract, and now we're stuck with him. Like, how many times are we going to go down that road before we realize that it's the dumbest thing ever? What would be really nice is if Højlund actually decided to pull his head out of his ass and start doing his job, you know, the one that you're getting paid to do, put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, if you'd actually start doing that, then that would be a lot better. Because for me, I actually think it's more important that we get a box-to-box midfielder. Like, we need a Casemiro replacement, because it'll all be fine if we do bring in a striker that can score us goals, but if we can't get the ball, transition the ball up the field, then there's no point. We need a Casemiro replacement because games are won and lost in the midfield. Everybody knows this. I am preparing myself for a tough season, okay? When all of the main problems in the team are right through the spine, you know it's going to be tough. We got a goalkeeper that sucks. I like majority of our center backs, but still I think we need better. We need players who can play the ball out of the back under pressure without giving it away. Little too much of that going on. At the same time, our guys like Euro, Heaven, like those guys are young. They'll adapt. They'll get better. They'll get the experience. I'm not really too worried about that. Midfield, worried, and striker, obviously worried. If we're playing it, like actually think about this. Our midfielders are Casemiro, Menu, Ugarte, Bruno, and like Toby Collier. Maybe I'm forgetting someone else I can't even remember. But those guys, they're all right here. We're going to get absolutely bullied. Our biggest, most physical one is Casemiro, and the guy's almost in a wheelchair. Like, come on. That's our big man. That's who's supposed to strike fear into the other team. A guy who's almost in a wheelchair? Give me a break. All we can do really is just trust that Amorim knows what he's doing. And to be fair, I've liked what he's done so far since he's came in. Obviously, the results haven't been there yet, but in terms of just the structure of the club and just like the morals and the identity and all that stuff and just cutting out all the toxicity. There is still some toxicity there, but he's done a good job of moving on the Rashfords, the Sanchos. Hopefully the Garnachos can get out now. I'm done with all those players, man. Like, the stuff that has gone on for this club has flown for way too long. Like, with the whole leak stuff, like the fact that that was going on for years is diabolical. Like, we need players at this club that are proud to represent Manchester United, that are proud to wear this badge. I had to look where it was for a second. And I think we have learned from these mistakes. of signing these players that are only coming for money, and as soon as they come, they just collect their paycheck and then put in minimal effort and then just leave and suck us dry for money and just ruin the club. Those guys can eat the biggest bag of shit they can possibly find. Like, honestly, I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you are. If you aren't going to come and play, and if you're going to put on this shirt and not put 110% in, then you can fuck off. That is the most disrespectful thing. It's disrespectful to the team. It's disrespectful to the fans. It's disrespectful to me, and I don't like it. And you know what? Sir Alex said it best. No player is bigger than the club, and once a player thinks he's bigger than the club, goodbye. Guys, please let me know in the comments, though. Who do you want to see Manchester United sign as their new striker? Also, you know we got to do a little bit of a jersey review because the lovely people over at SoccerAtoss has just sent me this brand new retro Manchester United kit. Absolutely beautiful. So clean, man. I'm telling you, these guys never miss. This one's the 06-07 home kit with the long sleeves. Absolutely clean. This is an extra large. But I mean, like, look at that, man. Look at the quality in that. Like, I've been wanting this jersey for so long, and it looks good. It looks good. Let me know in the chat, first player that comes to your mind when you think of this jersey. For me, I feel like everybody's going to say Ronaldo, but Rooney is actually the first player that comes to my mind when I think of this jersey. Put the link in the description. They got all the nicest kits you could possibly want. And use the code TFC1 for 20% off. That's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you go down there, hit the like button, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell on so you know when your boy goes live or posts a video. Hope you guys have a brilliant rest of your night, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Peace.